tier maker. Oh, that's interesting. There's dinosaurs that I don't know. Carno's an F, Croc is an E, Diro's an E, Hypsi's an E, the bird is an F, Stego is a D, Tino is clearly S tier. I think a good Utah is, you know, up there. I don't know the rest of them. You can give your thoughts on dinos while ranking. Sure, let's start again. Let's be a bit more nicer about this. Okay, EVRIMA tier list. Unfortunately, I don't know the other dinosaurs. So an F tier is like dinosaurs I hate and I think are pretty useless in the game, but I can respectfully understand that people have different sort of enjoyments out of them. And I guess we can bring in the factor of like difficulty in playing them and skill based, and depends on the player, you know? If you take down like a Utah as a Dryo, then that's an S tier play, but it's not an S tier dinosaur. Dryos are also pretty cute at times. Other than that, they can be helpful to take away the birds if there's a Herbie pack. So for that, I'll put the D tier because they can be helpful in the herd by sort of, you know, if you want to die, don't fight me. I'm doing a tier list. Okay, there's like other dinosaurs here that I'm not able to, you know, deal with. Okay, so the bird. Now I'll go to the Carno. The Carno is a very powerful dinosaur, but a Carno is incredibly annoying. It's incredibly low skill based dinosaur. It's tough, but it's just, you play a Carno if you don't know really how to maneuver in the game and you just want to spam left click and just run around screaming one calls. They get taken out pretty easily by Utahs and Tinos by just decent players. So like it depends on the player again, but I think they're just pretty mediocre dinosaurs. Unless there's a big pack of them, they're just useless. Yeah, it's very fast. It's a lot of speed. Fastest dinosaur, it can stun. I don't know, I'm looking like C or B. We'll put it in B for now. The Hypsi, or maybe a C, I don't know. It's not an A. An A is something that is top tier. The Hypsi, a very adorable little fucker. There's no grow time. You can spit poison in their face. You can jump really high. You can swim really fast. You're really fucking annoying though. And it's just mainly a troll dinosaur. So it's mainly played to have fun and piss everyone off. Like the bird. But the bird gets a bad rap for it because it's fucking annoying. And for that, I don't know, the Hypsi either sits like a little bit higher than the Dryo because the Dryo, they just die eventually. I feel like it's a C tier because it just looks better, it sounds better and it looks better than a Dryo. It's a C. How about the Croc? Okay. Now this dinosaur takes no skill whatsoever. However, it requires a hell of a lot of patience. It requires you to spend 5 hours of your life to grow it. So you can sit in the water and wait for someone to get close enough to the water to lunge at it and drown it. If you decide to play land croc, you become very vulnerable to other dinosaurs. Not always, because you likely just ult bite on everything. So, you know, you're likely still going to win these fights, but if you get approached like by a Stego, you might lose, but you still have a good chance as long as you ult bite. Look, the Croc, I mean, it's also the strongest in the game. I personally don't see it as an S tier, but obviously I have to put it there because it can take a lot, it can deal with a lot. Okay, so it gets the S tier, but I didn't want to put it there. I just had to because I feel like it's an A, but it's an S tier because it's also very overpowered. But I find it very low on skill based. Let's move to a Utah. Now, Utah is a very versatile, powerful in numbers, high skill based dinosaur. It's very strong when there's a good group of numbers and they work well together. If it's solo, it struggles a bit depending on the player, but it's still a very strong dinosaur. And due to skill and the abilities, so you can latch, you got a better ult bite, you do more than a Carno. I swear to God, if you come near me, Utahs, I'll kill you. Do you want to fight? We'll fight. Let's go then. What are you doing? Are we chilling or are we fighting? Okay, we are. All right, fine. I'm trying to do a tier list and you fucking... Now they just run away. Oh shit. Okay. Now there's Carnos coming. Oh fuck, here we go. Well, now you want to fight because some Utahs hurt me? That makes total sense, dude. That's pretty sad, guys. I must admit, that's pretty sad. Just kill me, bro. I don't even want to fight. Like, these guys can't even fight a fair fight, bro. There was like a 2v1 before. And it wasn't until like I got attacked by some Utahs, bro. All right, for that, Carnos get put down to F tier. For quite obvious reasons, they go down to F tier because right there and then, Carno players are skillless players, take weak fights, always so petrified of losing their dinosaur. It's just so obvious that Carnos, like, I didn't even want to fight. I bet you I could have done a lot more, but I was just like so over it. Moving on. Dryos, they're just so useless. They got the dodge, but for what? It doesn't really do much. All right, so moving on to the Utah. As we were saying, see there, they challenged me as a Tino. So it's a good challenge to make. It's very ballsy, but the Tino will likely win the battles against the Utah, depending on the player again. But it also usually takes like a skill-minded player. It's just a good, versatile sort of dinosaur that does a lot of things. And that's why it gets fucking A tier. Now, onto the Stego. No, wait, fuck the bird. So the bird's fucking, you know, you can go around peck people, you can scout, you can do all this sort of shit. It's annoying. I don't really like birds. They're pretty useless. Once you become a full-grown adult sort of dinosaur, you can't really do much with a bird. Birds are quite awful in this game. They fly around though, so that's pretty cool. So it's a D tier. Okay. All right, so the Stego. Now, the Stego would be an S tier, but hear me out. The Stego does not have a lunge. It does not have an ult bite. It has a tail swing. It's got a lot of stam, a lot of power, and a lot of health. But the problem is the Stego can be taken out by this Utah, by this, and actually by Carnos. It still does a lot. It still hurts a lot of these guys, but it will be taken down. Whereas it's not in the S tiers because majority of the time, Utahs will fight a fucking Croc and always lose. Whereas you will fight a Stego and you will eventually win. Crocs just fuck off in the water. Same with the Carnos. Carnos can maybe 1 out of 10 times beat a Croc, but yeah, a Stego can take out all of them way easier. They can, but they also lose. You don't see Crocs dying often to Utahs and Carnos, whereas Stegos die to them. So that's why they go to A tier. Now, unfortunately, I don't know what these dinosaurs are, so I can't rate them. And for the Tino, to save the best for the last, it's my personal favorite. Now, this dinosaur is above a Utah. Unlike the Utah, and even unlike the Carno, can survive by itself. I know I just fucking died, but ignore that situation. So the Tino, full grown, has a tail slam, has a kick, both doing stun. Tail slam does a lot more damage, has a bite and has an ult bite. And you can turn and scratch and do a heap of damage. And you can take out a Carno. You can take out 2 Carnos. You can take out a big mob of Utahs. You can sometimes beat Crocs. It's a hard battle, but you can. But you know, it would be kind of dumb to put it in the S tier and not the Stego. So the Tino actually, it sits here, you know. I don't know what this is. I think this is the T-Rex. I assume it's an S tier because it's an apex. This thing has huge claws. It's probably like a B tier. I don't know what this is. It's probably a B tier as well. And I think this thing's probably an A tier. Is that about right? Maybe this goes there. How about that? That looks pretty good, right? This looks about right, yeah. Here we go. This is Impalas. That's terrible placement. Utahs are above Carnos. Birds are way down here. Those should be swapped. I don't know. I don't know who that is. I agree with Impala. Yeah, because you guys actually think Carnos are good dinosaurs. They're not. The best dinos are the Tinos, okay? I'm not in denial. It's just Carno players are shit, and they always will be. That's what I think is fair. This is good, hey? This looks fair. Carno's just, I understand it's strong, but I don't care about how strong it is. I care about what it can do. And it can stun and it can bite, and that's it. And it's fucking got slippers on its feet, and it sucks. I hate it. But if you put Utah against Carno or Tina, same skill level, Utah will lose. No, because the Utah is faster and agile. I mean, it probably will lose against Carno. And yeah, probably lose, yeah. I mean, like, Tinos will always beat the Carno. Yeah, maybe B. But like, Utahs are very good when they want to be. Oh man, I hate Tinos because they're the best. I hate Carnos, bro. Stay down there. You know what? You don't even deserve to be on the list. Get out of my list. How do I get rid of you? Get out. Get off the list. I changed it to losers, but you can't see. Chat, what did we do? How did we do this? How did I break it? Anyway, thanks for hanging out, guys, and the new little dino friends. Much love. I'll see you tomorrow at similar time. I'm waiting for that tier list up on YouTube, sure. Be sure to follow so you can know when I go live next. Maybe we'll grow something else. I was thinking of doing a Croc and literally just wiping out the whole server, but that would be a bit Anyway, GG's. See you later.